Hey, every pony. Hey! How was the episode? All right. All right. Who is ready to meet our wonderful voice actors?
Hold fast, keep going, never back.
Can I get a shout out for the convention that brings you the most talent from the show, the comics? 1, 2, 3, BABSCon. Can you do that? 1, 2, 3. All right. I'd like to introduce to you the con chair, Sonya Hipper. Sonya, who is going to come up here and introduce our guests, wonderful voice actors.
Did you guys love that premiere? Was that not fantastic? Yeah. Well, the people who voiced it are right here. And I am going to introduce them to you. Not that they need any introduction, am I right? Okay. We have the voice of Spike, Mayor, Coco Pamel, Cathy Weseluck! Are the mics live? Okay. All right. Next up, he is most of the male voice cast of the show. He's Awizodle, he's Dr. Hooves, he's Mr. Cake. He was Double Diamond in the premiere. And he has an anime dubbing resume that's long as your arm. Mr. Brynna Drummond!
Morning.
And we have, let's face it, the mascot of BABSCon, the daughter of Brynna Drummond, BABSeed, Brynna Drummond. Next up, she's Pinkie Pie, she's Fluttershy. We love her, Andrea Libman! Next up, do we bring it or what? Do we? She's the gruffest griffin of all. It's always Taco Tuesday for her. Sonata Dusk herself, Marÿke Hendrikse! Next up, she is the sweetest sweetie. She is Sweetie Belle. You don't mind at night, it is Claire Corlett. That's right. Feeling the love. Next up, another Corlett. He's Silver Shill. He's Goku from Dragon Ball Z. He's Mega Man. He is Ian James Corlett. next. There's more. Until very recently, all you knew her for was singing. Singing as Twilight Sparkle. But now you all love her as Sunset Shimmer. She is Rebecca Shoichet. This next voice actor is gold. Or perhaps Goldie? So delicious. The biggest, strongest, and just most wise horse in all of Ponyville. Yup. Peter! No! Last, but never least. You know her, she's the voice of your childhood. She's Timmy Turner. She's Ben Tennyson. She's Twilight Sparkle. The one, the only, Tara Strong! All right.
Can we get the table mics on?
Okay.
Mics. This mic. Are we on?
Please.
No.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
Are we live? Hello?
Yep.
Do we get to talk
Can you
now?
hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
All right.
Clearly, somebody lost their key to Mac for a second. That's all right. We love our AV team. They keep everything going. So, let's get started. I'm Sonya. I'm the con chair. I'm your moderator. Woo, Sonya!
Woo. Feedback.
So the format is we're going to have a little discussion, but then we're going to have a lot of Q&A because I know you guys have a lot of questions for these amazing people. Is the mic... Okay, there we go. So like I said, we're going to do a little discussion, then a lot of QA. You guys have a lot of questions, I know. So let's get started, shall we? Okay. Are you ready? So, my first question, and I know you probably get asked this a lot, but how did you end up on this show? Let's start with Cathy, and we'll go down the table.
How did I end up on the show? Like most scenarios, we have to audition for all the work that we do, and My Little Pony was another series that came up, and as per usual, I auditioned for Spike and some of the other ponies, and landed with little Spiky Wikey, and I'm thrilled to be here visiting with you guys today. So.
Did you? Who else did you audition for? Do you remember?
Well, I actually auditioned for the main six as well, and usually when I do the boy voices as well, that Spike, of course, is one of those characters, and so I did all of them. I auditioned for every one, but Spike was the best fit. Because he's so awesome, man. Yeah.
Spike is best dragon.
Yeah, Spiky Wakey.
Actually, that's a better question. Let's hear, going down the table, who all you auditioned for outside of the character you actually play on the show?
Oh, yes.
Good question.
Are we live? Oh, yes, we are. Well, I don't believe I actually auditioned for Mr. Cake when he first came up. All the first main 6, obviously, were all girls, and they wanted a little boy voice for Spike, even though I played Spike in a different incarnation with a very different voice. They just called me in to play Mr. Cake, but what I will tell you is at that day when I first played Mr. Cake, there was another character that showed up who was this country bumpkin. They said they didn't really even, I don't know if they had a name picked for them, and Peter was there on that same day, and they said, we don't really have any lines for him. He just has one word. Can you and Peter come in here and audition for this and just give us your version of a yep? And I don't know how I did mine. I went yep or yep, yep. And Peter did his, and they picked Peter.
Hello. I only auditioned for BABSCon, and I just happened to be able to do a Manhattan accent from research, and then here I am today.
How does that accent sound?
What are you, a snitch?
I like how, does this work? No, doesn't work. Hello? I like how Brynna has a 100% booking rate. She's like, I audition and then I book it. I don't waste my time. I auditioned for Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, and Twilight also. Oh.
66% booking rate, pretty good.
66%.
Is this work? Yeah, it is. I auditioned for some of the main 6, but I don't remember which ones. I'm almost sure I auditioned for Pinkie Pie. And then I auditioned for the meanest person ever, which is Gilda the Griffin. I think I auditioned for Babs. Yeah, I think. I've auditioned for many characters, so my booking rate is about 0.1%.
And it was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
I auditioned for Scootaloo, as well as Sweetie Belle, and that's kind of it. I don't have anything special.
That's another 100% booking rate. Lucky duck.
Well, it's kind of 50%, right? Because you didn't get both.
Oh, sorry. Obviously. My math is lacking.
I auditioned for a bunch of the main 6. I think Princess Celestia. And then I still hadn't been on the show until the season 5 opener. Woo! Except for of course Sunset Shimmer as in the Equestria Girls. So, yeah.
Who did you play in the opener there?
I played Sugar Belle. Is it Sugar Belle? The baker, the little baker, and the Pegasus pony. I can't remember her name.
Well, they do change them.
Yeah, they change them every once in a while. So they start out with one character name and then they switch partway through and they end up with something, and I couldn't hear it because I was sitting way over there watching it this morning. So who can remember that Pegasus's name? It was she was purple. No, she had like pinky purple hair, I think.
Oh, you better not.
I don't know. It's okay, I'll figure it out later. There we go. That was it.
One thing you have to remember is that for these folks, that was a year ago when they did these voices.
It was more than a year ago.
Yeah, it was like 3.
Yeah.
For the main 6, that was forever ago.
I auditioned for Silver Shill.
Yeah?
And then I had to stand next to him in the session. And he did it the same as me,
It's not so bad.
but with a little bit of brilliance added on. I've auditioned for a lot of things on the show. I think that's true of a lot of us. I don't remember everybody. I'm happy with the things I get. Yup.
Wait for it. I auditioned for all the male roles and about 75% of the female roles. and got absolutely none of them. Then my sweet, sweet daughter was cast in the show, and I hung around the studio door and just kind of begged for scraps. Can I, is there anything really? Like, I can say nope if there's a character that says nope.
Already cast.
Yeah, so, and then finally they went, fine, give this guy the silver shill. And you like silver shill? Well, he's my favorite pony. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
So I did not audition. No, as you all know, Lauren Faust and I did a little show called The Powerpuff Girls.
And she knows I'm just as tough as Blossom and Buttercup. I'm hardcore.
And it was always Lauren's dream to bring this version to the screen, and so she came over to my house one day. Sorry if y'all know this story from YouTube. But she brought me all kinds of incredible drawings and incredible story ideas. That woman's brain is just pretty ridiculous and genius. And she said, would you help me with this pitch? And in my little home studio, we did Twilight, Pinky, and I really can't remember if the third was Rainbow or Applejack. I can't remember. There's a third pony, and if anyone ever gets a hold of that, that might be worth something. But that's what sold the show, and she said as soon as she heard me do Twilight that she knew. So you never had a shot at Twilight.
So that's my story.
You will never be Twilight.
Okay, I have a question for Peter.
Yes.
Now, Peter, you don't get too many lines as Big Macintosh, mostly yup and nope.
Yep.
And although they did let you sing some lovely barbershop, that was kind of nice.
Thank you.
So I'm wondering,
like that.
I'm wondering what you might want to say as Big Mac. What's going on in Big Mac's head that maybe he's holding back?
What's building up?
Well, I've always thought that he doesn't. Don't touch my hat. Yeah, it's special. Don't touch it. It's very tender. He touched my hat. That's all that's what Big Mac is thinking. He touched my hat. Like that. No, I've always thought that he's got a sort of deep internal monologue going on. I think he's a very clever pony, but I just feel like he doesn't ever need to say anything, and so he doesn't. He's like Buddha. Yeah, he's Buddha Mac. Buddha Mac. Someone's gonna draw that now. Someone's working on it already. I don't know. That's my answer. Yeah.
Now, you guys have been at this for, about 5 years now, yeah?
That's right, 5 years.
5 years.
And you've said a lot of things, and I'm just wondering, what was your favorite thing that you got to say on the show when you were just like, yes, I always wanted to say something like that?
Boy.
Wow.
You mean each of us?
Yeah. Just jump in, anybody.
I got to say, and your little dog, too.
Hello, gorgeous.
I keep trying to slip in a maybe, but
Yeah, you all. That's true.
so
He's
far, no
always
dice.
trying that, and they're like, "No, Peter.
No.
Just
No.
no. Nope."
No would be good, yeah.
I tried to do a your sister's ride one time, but they
Yeah.
were like, no, can you just say nope?
I made up some words in the last season, but I don't know if that's a spoiler because I don't know if they kept it. But it was like a what the mahuza mahazar or whatever. So I said, if they keep it, it'll be on a T-shirt. But I don't know.
I don't know if they kept it.
So, obviously, you guys, you live these characters, and just tell me about what goes through all your heads when when you look at the scripts and you see what's going on, and you're just thinking to yourself, what do you think to yourself? What is at any point do you look at this and go, Twilight wouldn't say that?
I know for me, because when I played Gilda, it was before it aired, right? Because that was season 1. And I remember reading the script, and when I went in to record and I heard what Andrea was doing for Fluttershy, and I saw the Gilda yelling at Fluttershy, I was like, this is not going to go over well. Yeah. So I think I was right. Yeah, I made her cry.
In real life, too.
Yeah. I apologized.
It hurts, Marÿke.
Such a dweeb.
Do you guys ever find yourself just like reacting day to day in character?
In many characters, I think. Depends on our mood and if we're in the shower. I think each of us kind of, we now are settled into our little quirks and quarks thanks to the writers, and they've sort of written our personalities in some ways for us, and we bring something to that. For me, I'm always wondering what predicament the writers are going to put Spike in now. So that's fun for me, but yeah, I think we just I wait and see what it is we get, because when we get the script, we're of course then having to deal with whatever emotions come up, and that kind of develops our character for us. So, but I'm always wondering what poor Spike's gonna get into next.
Anybody else on that?
The same. I'm always curious what they're going to make him say.
Yeah.
One of these days,
Or the
Peter.
ratio of yup to nope, right? Stats man.
One of these days, they're going to give Peter a deep philosophical diatribe, and then it'll be.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. Well, and of course, Peter gets to show off on that, little show called Littlest Pet Shop, where he's,
Uh-huh.
And so do a lot of the other folks on here. I'm curious. Can you just can everyone at the table just give a line in character, in voice, so that these lovely people can just feel the character coming at them?
Wow.
Great. You want to start, Daddy?
No, it started that end.
Started that
their
end?
turn.
I don't know.
And we'll start at the other end of the table this time.
Line and character.
Can't wait. Everyone, I think.
Everyone? Line in character. Starting with you.
Oh, starting with you. See, I can't hear anyone down
No,
this
it's really
row,
hard.
which is just fine. But I also can't hear the question, so.
What's the question?
I thought I was having a
I
stroke.
think you're supposed to do a voice
Say that in character.
from the show.
Do a voice?
Oh, your favorite line?
We want to hear the voices. We want to, just feel the character coming at us because we love them so much.
Dear Princess Celestia, I would really like to hear the people on my panel. Spike!
Just turn one speaker around.
Is
I could
losing
translate
your
for you,
hearing the
Twilight.
first sign of a stroke? Because I'm having the same problem. And I smell toast.
I too am having the same problem, but I thought I heard you say something about Littlest Pet Shop. Did you say something about Littlest Pet Shop? Because I couldn't speak to that. Yes, no, maybe so, nobody? Nope.
I'm still not understanding what's going on. Not because I just woke up, really. Seriously, what are we doing?
Do a line.
You're doing a line in your character, whatever lines you enjoy doing in your character.
Oh, I just did one. Pass. I'll come back to me.
Okay.
There's so many audio problems! Oh, come on!
cutie mark crybabies.
So many lines. I'm not sure. Seems like I'm hearing over 9,000!
Oh, sorry, wrong show, sorry. How about
Curse you, daring do!
I forgot about that one. Oops.
I was told like there's a BABSCon anthem. Do I have to sing it?
G-Spike, sure, give it a try.
It's really great to be here in San Francisco, but there's way too many hills. And bronies are cool, and I hope you like my song. At the 2015 BABSCon.
Someone did their homework.
So now, when you guys get in the studio, are you generally all together when you're doing your recording?
They all are, except for me, because I'm in LA. But if you want some TMZ moments, Marÿke and I went to high school together, so you should ask her if you want any dirt. She's got dirt.
There was a karaoke machine incident.
So
we grew up together in Toronto, and the rest of the girls tape in Vancouver, so you guys can probably talk about it. Oh, you're from Toronto.
I'm
Oh,
a
okay.
Toronto girl.
But I do miss them. They're amazing girls and boys. This cast is just amazing, and I feel honored to be with you guys today. I wish I could be with you more. You're really amazing,
Yeah, we miss
all of
you.
you.
They let you cross the border still, right?
It's a lovin'.
So what about the rest of you? You know what? Tell us some good studio stories. There's got to be a few.
I'm always ostracized for singing Christmas carols in June.
Oh, it's the worst.
Especially Andrea hates it.
not just on this show, every
Every
show.
show.
But it's musical.
Do you want to know what her anthem is?
Yeah.
Really? It's
Yeah.
Silver Bells. Yes.
In
Silver
June.
bell. Stop. Silver bell.
Stop.
Doesn't. No.
It's a good studio.
So that's my thing.
Crazy.
I like
Crazy
watching
ones that are
everybody
appropriate
else.
to
I like watching everybody else work. Everybody has a different physicality, and it's always fun for me to look at what other people are doing in order to make the voice come out of themselves. I think that's really fun and funny.
always have to go like
Always
this.
have to go like this to make the voice come out. And I always think that's really entertaining. But then sometimes that gets you into trouble, like when I was doing the Hearts and Hooves Day episode, I had Nicole opposite me, and we were schmoopy-doing at each other, and it just became stupid. And we had to basically, it was eyes on the floor to get that line out, you know. So
When I'm working near Mr. Brynna Drummond, I move my music and mic stand 18 inches to the left because he really moves, and I have very sensitive shoulders.
Very sensitive. And Mr. Corlett down there is known as Hands in Pocket Man by every
Not
director
true.
and every.
Or the best one. Oh, it's my line? Oh, sorry. Every single time.
See, I got
Yeah,
stuff
but
going
then
on.
he nails it. It's one take wonder.
Yeah.
He's looking at expensive cars online.
I like cars, okay.
One of my favorite things when I'm in the studio is watching incredible actors and actresses switch from one line to the next when they're switching characters and having conversations with themselves. An example of somebody here is Ms. Andrea Libman, whose characters are so diverse, but she can literally have a conversation with herself, and it's line after line after line after line, and you watch her like if you closed your eyes, you would swear there was two ponies in the room having a conversation. It's amazing.
It's really good.
So Andrea, Tara, does that ever happen in real life where you're just like, suddenly feeling kind of schizoid and, next thing you know, you're speaking in tongues in your characters?
They have good doctors.
Well, lately I just got a new puppy. I don't know if you guys are on. If you follow me on any social media, that's all there is now. But I am having a good time freaking her out with voices because she's listening. Then all of a sudden I'll just be going, me, and she's just like, her ears perk up and she's like, what is happening? So yeah, poor Mindy.
Now, you've also, all of you have done a staggering number of voices in a staggering number of shows. So now I'm a little curious, what are some of your favorites that you've done outside of My Little Pony?
Did everyone catch that down there?
Huh?
Favorite voices outside of My Little Pony.
Oh.
We go down the line. What's the favorite?
Well, I mean, for me, I love working on Littlest Pet Shop. I've done, I don't know how many voices now on that show, and that has been a delight for me. So that's been good times working Sunil and everybody else.
It's a library today.
Really
Yeah.
cool.
Thank you. That was awesome.
Slow clap.
I like. Are you familiar with a show called Johnny Test?
That's my thing.
Well, I do a little character named Hugh Test. A lot of you don't realize he has a first name, but it's Dad. And I like that character because it's a lot like me, except I don't make meatloaf, Johnny. But the character is very similar to my home life, right, Claire?
Yeah.
Right, Claire?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my favorite characters is actually Susan Test on Johnny Test. So I play Ian's daughter.
Weird. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
2 daughters.
Yes, he has 2 daughters.
Yep. I am in another show currently called Dinosaur Train. I'm not really doing any other shows because I've got school. So, no, that's not the reason. It's just because I didn't get any roles.
Roll with
Oh
it,
yeah,
Claire.
sure. School, yeah, school. That's what I was saying. And I play Tiny Pteranodon on that. So that's kind of the other character that I'm doing.
And what does Tiny sound like?
She sounds pretty much the same as Sweetie Belle, but she's a dinosaur, so she has to do.
Yeah.
I like that. Can't do that.
It's a very polite applause. Yeah, preschool show. That's really.
One of my favorite shows that I was on for a really long time was called Madeline. That's one of my favorites.
And you lost your French accent for Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy. That was pretty good.
That's right.
Brian and I played brothers in a show called Kid vs. Cat, didn't we, Brian? Have you seen Kid vs. Cat?
The front row.
Yeah, I wear a toque. You can't really see much of me, but she's my brother.
Yeah, I'm the bigger one. He's always hiding behind me. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's good, kid.
My name's Lauren, and that's Harley.
Yeah, Harley here, man.
Hey, dude.
I was on that show for 6 episodes till they replaced me.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they
That's
replaced
true.
me.
Aaron.
I can't remember what I did.
Easy to do.
I was cool.
Something wrong, apparently.
Yes.
I've been fired from some of the best shows on the air.
One of my favorites is Buttercream Sundae.
You're the scoosh-de-booshiest of all the scoosh-de-booshes.
And we do a lot of anime shows too, as well as the primetime stuff. So I think some of you who've been around a little while would know Shampoo from Ranma One Half. Who's crazy? Crazy warrior.
Hi, yeah, Ranma. Ranma take Shampoo to date.
And there's also Cyber Six. I don't know if you guys know Cyber Six, but quite a bit of a classic, kind of a European background, cyber, part human. Basically my own voice for a change, which was nice to play. So, yeah, so those are my favorites, outside of Spike.
So hard to pick favorites when
Oh, yeah.
you've been playing around at this for a long time, but some of the first ones stand out for me. Obviously, everybody knows I played the original Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z, so you're all stuck with that one for a while. But I grew up loving animation and loving comic books, so I've got to play some super cool characters from Wolverine in a number of animated Marvel movies to Dr. Claw in Inspector Gadget, Venom in Spider-Man movies, and G.I. Joes and Transformers, and there's just so many that have been a blast. But I'd have to say Vegeta is one of my favorites, although one of the ones that was the hardest on my voice. It's been a blast to do the little Saiyan prince for so many years.
Well, actually, that leads right into the next question, which is that as we've been listening to you, we've heard some voices that definitely they have the gruffness or they're pretty shouty. What were some of the experiences that you've had where they just blew out your voice?
I have one.
Dragon
Ball Z blows out everybody's voice. It's doesn't matter what actor has ever done that show. When you have to carry a scream that's and go for on and on and on. It's 4 hours of that, and you are done for the week. So it's.
And I played young Trunks in that show, and Brian's right. Like every single scene, we're fighting or rolling down hills. I think they just looped Goku and young Trunks just doing this. Just fighting, rolling down hills. Oh my God, we were a little exhausted from that show for sure.
I just cried in that show, just crying, more crying, crying. Oh, there's another girl crying in this scene, Andrea.
And I'm cheating because I can't remember anything. So I just looked up a quote from a character that I'm sure most of you are familiar with, also from that show, because I was the original Goku. And I'm going to read a line because I can't remember anything. Well, if your friend over there is stronger than you, I guess you're the third strongest Saiyan now.
Oh.
And then all the yelling and Kameya. I won't do the rest because I need to. It's my instrument.
Those two, Brian and Ian are going to fight it out for us later.
Yes.
Gonna wrestle?
Why not?
Oh yes.
Wrestle.
Oh yeah. Who's gonna win?
I'm voting for Brain.
Yeah, brain.
Voting for Brain.
Brain. Yes.
So what about the rest of you? The ones that blew your voices away.
Yes. No, not fully. My cat wishes I lost it. There's a show on right now called Kate and Mimim, and I play Kate, but I also play a little guy named Boomer. And that is quite the ratcheting of the voice. And Matt Hill, usually when we're doing a session, he'll just slide a throat lozenge onto my music stand. Because he basically sounds like this.
Oh, hello. But then he yells.
And it's just, it's hard. Luckily, we did record that on a Friday, so then I was just silent all day Saturday.
It's not always how much we have to yell in the character or project. It's those who do, like Marÿke's saying, boy voices like I do, or like Brian, he's got these big guys. Like some of it's volume and some of it is constantly doing a certain range that taxes your throat. Yeah. And then if you get used to those little ranges as, special character voices, but then when you actually have to yell in them as well, that's another trick. So you don't want to be doing that from your throat. You can use your diaphragm a little bit to keep that going, but it can do a number on you. So you have to take care of that.
It's always nice when the directors choose to save the yelling bits for the end. Yeah. And then you don't have to go, you make sure all your clear lines in regular voice are done first, and then you can go and do the attack sounds or
And then the
whatever at the
burps,
end, or the turning into a demon. Sunset Shimmer was one that kind of thrashed my voice by the end of Equestria Girls. That was pretty hard. There was a lot of like rah, yelling.
If they're
and that.
super sweet, they'll save your screams. If you do a big scream, they're like, can we keep that one for the other 4 we have to do, and we reuse a few of those if they're nice.
Unless you've been bad children, and then
Yes.
you'll be punished. And the director
you do that
will
one
make you
8
do
more
all
times?
those difficult ones.
Among my first voiceover jobs was playing like a bunch of demons and stuff in Inuyasha. And
zombie demons.
Like zombie demons, or I was like a hair demon, and basically like the hair demon and most of the demons, frankly, just sound like like that, right? For
That sounds like
hours.
my drain pipe.
I know, right? Yeah, I know. And that's the same, but that's how, like that'll tax you after a while.
Oh, I remembered another favorite voice. Oh, can we go
Yeah,
back
we
to
can
the
go
other
back-
questions?
Sure, it's wide open.
We'll do anything for you, Ian.
You just made.
Hey, you guys can do
Thanks.
whatever you want. I
Thanks,
mean, they're
Claire.
all here for you, so.
You just reminded me of one of my favorite voices. I played Baby Taz in Baby Looney Tunes.
Hi, Granny.
Same mess.
Yeah, same mess.
Same mess.
Hi. You guys got all the clever roles, you two.
Yes, we do.
These two, I mean. I was gonna let you guys pick your favorite character I've done. See, it sounds like one of the voices you do.
Yeah. I'm hearing a lot of.
Sounds like.
Tara, I'm hearing a lot of call for Raven out there. That's the one that everybody seems to be saying.
I heard Harley Quinn.
And Harley Quinn.
And Harley Quinn.
Whatever. Waffles. So the one voice that really killed my voice was Terrence on Foster's Home.
That's a good show.
Because he was kind of mean and yelled all the time. And then if you ever did anything on The Kids Next Door, oh my God. They used to call the director on that the Notinator, because he just liked it really loud and over and over and over and over and over.
I've become well known for what is called the 75% rule.
Yes.
See, they all know it. And it's not because I'm inherently lazy. I just want that on the record right now. It is self-preservation. And I tell every young voice actor this, because they come in to one of these action shows and they're all keen and excited, and I just want to squish that out of them. No, I don't. No, I want to try and help them, because they're in there, just giving her, as we say in Canada. And oh yeah, give her, eh?
Oh, right on, eh?
Yeah, you give her and not take her.
Give her, Travis.
Yeah, give her, Travis. Anyway,
It's kind of like you're getting ready for Garfield. That's where I see you going. You could be really lazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
And they're going and going and going, and they're blah, screaming, and you can almost see the blood coming out of their vocal cords. And I take them aside and I say, look, here's a little trick. I've been doing this for a long time. You give only 75%. If you give 100%, you will die. But more importantly, you will not be able to work tomorrow, because you're going to be,
Yeah, it was a great session yesterday. Sorry I can't show up.
and then you're fired, because I've been fired from some of the best shows for giving 75%, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. No, but it's you want to protect your instruments, so you go, look, here's my top, which is 75%, and when you're doing those screams, you find a way to not really scream to 100%, and if they really push you can give them 80, and then they're happy because you gave them a little more than what you were giving them.
For the record, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Mr. Scott theory of voice acting, isn't it?
Yeah.
We all have our own way of doing
It'll
things.
all be in my workshop and book, which will be available at Desk B in the vendor hall. I better hurry up and write that.
Give it 75%. That's what it's going to be called.
Yeah.
Give her 75.
Yeah,
Only
dad is
75 pages long.
75% cooler.
It's over 6,500! What's 75% of 9,000? Quick! You guys get that reference, right?
I don't know.
2,250.
Okay.
Not
75%.
Yeah, I did. That is 75%. Oh, sorry, that's 25%.
Read a calculator.
Derp. So that would be 6,750.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
That was
over
excellent.
6.
Just
No
like that.
calculator. Okay.
Give it up for arithmetic. Andrea, you famously blew out your voice on a particular role in that lovely Power Ponies episode, now didn't you?
That's true. Yeah, Flutter Hulk.
Sounds like a bad day.
I totally lost my voice completely. It was awful because I had an audition where I had to sing like the next day and I couldn't do it. And that's kind of what Ian was talking about. Everyone kind of laughed and was a little bit shocked when he said if you lose your voice, you'd be fired. But it's actually sometimes true. Like if you're going in and for the first time on something, if you can't do it that day, they're gonna find someone else to do it. So it's kind of a serious thing. So
Seems getting fired.
See?
yeah.
It's all ha 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 when Ian's giving 75%.
It's all fun and games until somebody loses a vocal cord.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever have to sing in those crazy big voices?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
Timmy sings a lot. You guys like Timmy songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know, it doesn't hurt so much. Because like you said, you find ways and tricks. Like your voice gets little tricks to do them without popping a vocal cord.
The other thing, too, is sometimes instead of singing the entire tune, they'll have you speak parts of it. So if you're going da 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 da, it's like, and that was really awesome, and then I la la la. So if there's action in the song, then sometimes we don't sing that part. We just sort of break, and then we talk it, depending.
I've been kind of fortunate not to have lost my voice yet, because I've heard stories of people at this table and not at this table that have lost their voice because they've done over 75%. And I feel like kind of sad because it really does suck if you lose your voice, but I think I have a really strong voice because I do yell a lot in my daily life.
Yeah.
Probably not that good. I just yell at
Word.
people everywhere. So I haven't lost my voice yet, and I haven't really had, like, when you get sick, your voice changes a little bit, but it hasn't been any worse than that. So fingers crossed.
Yeah, I definitely
You
hear
just have really good yelling technique, Claire.
From the gut.
Yeah.
And she's using her sinus cavity really well and projecting. She's using her mix range.
I've seen her project out of her sinus cavity.
Do tell.
Whole life. Twice a year.
That's too much information.
Yeah. You.
Yeah, I definitely hear a lot of screaming, Claire, on your wonderful vlogs.
Oh, yeah. Those would, yeah. I don't know why. I just like to yell. There's something inside me that is, I don't know why, I just really like to yell at people. And it doesn't need to be like mean. It doesn't need to be like, you're a terrible person. But I just like yelling because I find, I don't know, I find it. Yeah, you're an awesome person. Yeah, and there's a lot of screaming in My Little Pony too, because Sweetie Belle is like always really high pitched, just kind of like running across somewhere. So I've found ways to do that, which are pretty cool.
Oh, I'm glad you did that because I was about to ask for the patented Claire Corlett squeak. So we haven't heard too much from our younger VAs, and how do you guys balance that with having to go to school and
It's really hard. Oh, sorry. I thought I was the youngest for a minute.
How do you balance it?
Why is it hard?
I don't know. It's I feel like I can work around it easier than you would think. Like if there's an audition or something coming up, then I'll just, if my last block is something that I'm caught up with, then I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll do the audition then. They can be, some are more flexible than others. When it's not, I'll just have to like really get ahead in the class. But so far it's been pretty mellow. I'm definitely not as busy as some of the people on this panel, but
I'm so jealous of that. I feel like every single time I leave school for an audition or a session, I'm always missing something.
So Brynna, do you find yourself, using prep for auditions to like procrastinate and be like, I don't want to write this paper?
Her father is sitting beside her.
Yes, I'm right here.
No, I always do my work. I don't use auditions or things for an excuse. Even if I don't get it done, I have quite a few spares this year since I'm graduating, so I'll take those. And
The agents are usually, at least mine is, it's pretty good when they call us with sides and auditions that come up. They try to book the auditions for kids who are in school later in the day, and if they don't, they say, we need to see Brynna at noon tomorrow. I'm like, that's right in the middle of the school day. You guys doing these auditions, when are they going till? Oh, they're going till 6. Well, can she go in at 4:30 or at 5? Or 5:30, and they're like, okay, sure, we'll change it. And we'll put her at the end of the day, because if you try and get out of the school in the middle of the day and drive and prep, you lose the whole day, and then every kid in the house is stressed because they're way behind on schoolwork.
Yeah,
So
those are pretty flexible for auditions like that. It needs to be like after school hours, so they say.
Yeah.
But that's usually like an hour and a half or half an hour still part of the school day. But sessions you can't really change because you've got the job, so it's not like, oh, I can't do it that day, I have school. So they don't really care about that. So it's usually in the morning at like 9 o'clock or something.
Mm-hmm.
So how does being these characters affect your school life? I mean, does it?
Anybody chase you around school saying, do Bab's voice? No?
No. Well, I'm in a really small school, so I think once in a while they'll be like, hey, weren't you in that show? And I'm like, what? What? No. Like I try to be so low key about it, but
My kids' friends chase me around when I come visit school. Does that count?
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes school harder or it definitely doesn't make it easier, but I don't know. I don't really know how to say how I'm dealing with it, but I am.
Good
You
answer.
just have to yell.
Just yell.
And for all the young hopefuls, they're pretty good about helping you out. I started when I was 13, so at least 10 years ago, and they always give you on-set tutors and help you out. I don't know about you guys, but I always found the hardest thing to miss was math, because when you get to the next thing, you're like, wait, I didn't learn how to do that thing.
Yeah, then they're done a unit suddenly, and you're like...
It's challenging, but if it's something that you really, really have to do with every vein in your body, then you make it work, right, Dad?
Yeah, and voiceover actually is a lot more forgiving in terms of schedule, because even a full booking for a session is only half a day. So it's not like being in a movie where you're there for
You're
days
gone for
and days
3
and
weeks.
days, and half the time you're not working, and you have to book off all the weeks of school. So it's kind of the perfect performer job for a student, because it's only small blocks of time, and there isn't tons of prep needed, because you just need to read the script, and
You don't have to memorize the lines.
you don't have to memorize the lines.
Yeah, that helps.
That's the only way. Oh my lord.
So what about the rest of you on the panel? Did you? How many people here actually started, back when they were young in school, like high school age or younger, for that matter?
Yeah, I started when I was 13. My first job was Hello Kitty, and it was with Cree Summer in Toronto. And then, gosh, My Pet Monster, Beetlejuice, Care Bears. I'm sure a bunch of you guys all worked on that. It's too bad Tabitha's not here. I worked with Tabitha quite a bit when I was little too.
Beetlejuice.
But you just make it work. And like I said, they give you on-set tutors. One of whom I'm still friends with today from when I was a kid. So they're really good teachers on set.
Any of the rest of you?
I started as a grown-up.
I started in my teens, and we went to an alternative school program.
Remember that?
Yep. Remember.
She remembers.
And that was helpful because we didn't have formal classes. So,
God, I hated that school.
Did you?
Hated it so much.
I liked it.
Oh, there's a story there.
I liked the people I met, but I missed classes and dances and school plays and stuff.
Does an alternative school just play Nirvana and Pearl Jam?
We were really, really cool.
That's a classic school.
Oh, that's now. Oh, it's now. Now
Yeah,
a
it's
classic
it's
school.
2015. Yeah.
Oh, right, right.
It was maybe during the Nirvana era, so you could be. I could say you're accurate, Ian.
There's so much to learn.
Probably true. I didn't start as a child, but I was in music and played a bunch of instruments in high school and the school before middle school. And then when I worked at the CBC, I was in production for radio music as an associate producer. And the host of the show said, "You have a really nice voice. Have you ever thought of doing voiceover? And I said, "Voice what?" And they said, "Yeah, you should try this." So I put together a little demo. They said, "Come on into our studio. We'll throw something together." And I did that, and the next thing you know, I started doing commercials first and a little narration, and then I started to do cartoons and did a bunch in a row. And the next thing I thought, this is a great hobby, and thought it was going to just end and carry on, and it didn't end. And here I am. So
hey, that's
we
a good
tease
thing.
Kathy, but she was discovered wandering the halls
I
of
was,
CBC
yes.
doing production, singing Silver Bells. So that's how she was
with various arrangements with the CBC, yes.
Do you guys know what the CBC is?
No.
Just checking.
Canadian Broadcasting Corporation.
Canadian Broadcasting Corporation.
It's like your ABC or NBC kind of thing.
No, it'd be more like PBS.
Well, yeah, I guess so. PBS.
Or the BBC.
It's our national network, though, yeah.
And The Simpsons.
So, okay, let's get started with some Q&A from the audience.
Woo! Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Let's
here
do
come
it.
the hands.
You guys got to line up. Go line up. Go line
Bring
up.
it.
Get in the
Where do
line.
they line up? Where do they?
Can we get
Little
some-
guys first, probably we should allow.
Kids first.
Some kids first, please.
Yeah, let's, if you have a little one, someone put him in the
Yes.
front of the line.
Definitely let the kids up first.
Where are the microphones?
I think it's an hour and a half.
Thanks for coming, all who are leaving now. Bye.
Tip your waiter.
Hey, Rebecca, in the meantime, Rebecca, sing Christmas carols with me.
Silver bells, silver bells.
As an old lady.
It's Christmas time in the city.
Chocolate eggs.
Pass all.
Sugar-free.
I haven't found a moment yet to say what I want to say. Yeah.
Give me the sugar. Yeah, take them.
Oh, you're starting to love that puppy.
All right then. It's going to be like that.
This goes until we are never going to get through 10,000.
It landed on my head. It landed on my head.
Well, look at everybody who's lined up.
Nice one. That was great.
Brainer, eh?
So we have a half an hour.
Brain.
If anyone's thinking of leaving, you really shouldn't, because sometimes it's the audience questions that give the craziest answers. So you don't want to miss that.
I don't think anyone's leaving. Everyone's lining up.
All right, let's start with. We should probably let's start with the questions anyway.
Yeah, let's get to some questions.
We're waiting for your question.
What are you doing?
Is our mic live?
Sure. Hello. I have a question for Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie Pie question.
For Pinkie Pie.
There. Oh, hi. Do you really have a party cannon and does it shoot confetti?
I really do. A fan made me a party cannon, and it really does shoot confetti.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we had 2 party cannons here last year that really shot confetti. They were pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Are we alternating sides?
Yep, we're in alternate sides. Go.
Kids first, though?
On the right.
Or with kids?
Kids
Kids
first.
first.
Okay, so go ahead.
I'm gonna ask Tara Strong something.
Tara Strong?
Sorry, I'm tweeting. What?
What's your favorite episode?
Oh, my favorite episode? Oh, it's you talking, that little cute child. Hello.
I kind of like Lesson 0. Because she's really crazy.
Do you like acting crazy?
Do I like acting crazy? Yes, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, are you more crazy than me? I don't know. You don't know? We can have a crazy off later.
All
Me
right.
and you.
Kids.
No kids on that side.
There's no.
Yeah, I
Are
don't
there,
think
there are
there's
no
kids
kids on that side?
Do I say it right now? I have a question for all of you. If you couldn't have this job, what other job will you have?
Massage therapist.
I want to be an astronaut.
You're good at that, too.
First, I would be a man, and then I'd be a professional basketball player.
Great.
I'd be way taller.
I'd go into climate science.
Yeah.
Professional race car driver.
At 75%?
I know. Different discipline. 110.
I would want to have a big giant animal reserve and invite you all over to see my tigers and lions
And bears.
elephants
And bears?
Tigers and lions and bears.
animals and play with them. Bunnies. No, bunnies are bitches. Mine's really scratchy.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Kind of. Well, that's still kind of the same thing. Like
Claire's an awesome director. She's going to be a director, right?
the film. Oh yeah, I'll be the coach of your basketball team, and I will be one of the planets you're examining, and I'll help out with the animals. Because why not? But I'm not getting in the race car. Is that dangerous?
Not at 75%.
I would probably be a civil engineer since that's what I went to school for. But I'm glad I'm not.
We tried to talk her out of it.
I know, I wish I had listened.
You can still build stuff.
Yeah.
I would probably be an architect. I love to design, so that's probably what I would do.
Okay, George Costanza.
Yes.
Probably an artist or photographer.
I like sociology, and I also like the natural sciences and climatology, but I actually love being a voice actor. Yep, happy here.
If you guys missed out on Cathy's pony psychology panel last year, you missed out. It was too good.
That was fun. That was fun.
I honestly thought you said pony Scientology.
No, but that probably exists in some faction
sure it
somewhere.
I don't think so. Have you seen that movie?
I don't think so either.
No.
My career will take off.
No.
I think we just saw Pony Scientologists in the premiere.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about what pony personality are you, so that was a lot of fun.
Okay.
And Twilight, and most people said Twilight and Fluttershy, by the way,
Oh.
if they who they thought they most were like. So.
Well, let's keep going.
Everyone answered.
All right, let's get the next question in.
Good.
Next question.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Go. I have a question. What happened if Taco Tuesday is canceled?
It means that Gilda would have won. And maybe Sonata, instead of being like, what? What's happening? Would be like, huh?
Should we go to that side?
Let's go to this side.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Pointing at you.
Let's keep alternating sides, please.
You're up. Yep.
Bring that mic up a bit.
Turn it up a little bit. No, you're okay. You're on. You're on.
It's
just
on.
low.
Yeah, it's on.
It's just.
Hello.
I have a question for each of you. I Have you ever said something that's a slip of the tongue, if you will, when
Like a swear
doing well, I was told to make it the low key, but apparently no.
Oh, I'm
apparently
sorry.
people are gonna start saying swear word now and ruin the whole thing. Thanks.
Is the question, have we ever swore?
Yeah.
Sure. He
Never.
told me to say.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, is this a yes or no answer?
It's
yes.
like in a show, like by accident. Like if you were supposed to say fudgesicle and you said something else.
Yes.
No.
I have not said something by accident, but Marÿke has a story which we're not going to share.
Oh, yeah.
And it probably comes from Black Lagoon.
No, because there was no.
That's one of the words in the story. But it was let me just put it this way. There was a line in a script that when you read it, when you saw the words, it was perfectly funny and went, oh, that's funny. But when you heard it, so it was what's the word?
Children here.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, I'm trying to think. There's a description
Was it
for
a
this.
cat?
No. Anyway, it sounded very different than what it looked like.
Yes, it was a hardware store type term.
Yeah. When you know what? I will tell you.
Oh my gosh.
I will tell you.
Dad, there are children.
Uh-oh. Have you ever? No, I know. But I'm gonna say it in the family way. Have you been to a hardware store? Yes. Right. Have you ever had to seal the rim of your bathtub?
Most children probably not.
No. And that's all I'm going to say. Oh, except that there was a color attached to it.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Which made it even worse.
And when. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Yeah. So it was not a slip of the tongue. I had to read it. It was written. You must read what's written. And I just went, oh my God, this is never gonna fly. I'll see you in a month. And sure enough, I did. But Marÿke has her perspective on this because she was there.
Well, I had, read the script and knew that it was potentially going to be interesting. But even though I was prepared, when Ian said his line, I ruined the take because I just laughed so loudly and so inappropriately that we just, we had to do it more than that, which was kind of
She
my.
has a dirty mind.
Green glue?
It was pretty funny.
For those of you who are grown-ups, I do highly recommend Black Lagoon, and Marÿke does a fantastic job as the star, Revy, which, again, grown-ups only.
Yeah, big time grown-ups only.
Move on.
This question is for Tara Strong, Andrea Libman, and Cathy Weseluck because Spike, Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, and Twilight face this villain in this episode. But I speak for all those who watched Rescue at Midnight Castle when I ask, how did it feel to face the very first My Little Pony villain ever, Tirek?
Good. It was weird because wasn't that, I don't know who did that voice, but they weren't there.
Yeah, I
So
was
it
trying to
felt
remember
like
that.
nothing because there was nobody reading the lines. Maybe later it was, but when we recorded it, there was nobody there.
The voice was Mark Atchison. Atchison? I don't know how you pronounce his name.
Okay.
Oh, Mark.
Yeah.
But later?
Amazing.
Well, that happens quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, but sometimes if a character isn't there or is done later, or if it's a guest or something, then we have to. Like, for example, Tara and I don't read together because she's in LA and I'm in Vancouver, so I have to kind of imagine what she would be saying and how she would say it. And now that I just know her voice so well, I can imagine it. So sometimes we have to do that. So yeah, he wasn't there, so we didn't really have the same kind of response.
So wait,
We had to pretend.
Yeah.
Doesn't someone stand in for Twilight when you guys are reading up there? I mean, someone would have to.
We various actors step in.
It's usually someone who's not in the scene, but sometimes there's not that many people in the room, so someone's got to read
Sometimes it's our voice director, Terry Klassen.
gonna say-
And so it sounds like this, and it's just Terry going like that.
He does his best falsetto voice.
Yeah, he does that too.
Next one.
This question's more for Claire, and I forgot the name for
Brynna.
Brynna.
Okay,
for all the younger people who love to be voice actors and are confused on the age range for when you can become a voice actor, is it just you go walk up to the studio and say, hey, can I voice act? And it was like, okay, yeah, sure. How is it?
There is a process. The simplest way of putting it would be you have a talent for it, you find an interest in it as well, in voice acting. You do some research on the interwebs, and you find out what agents are in your area that do voice acting that can get you jobs. And then you go to those people, and they interview you, and they say, what's up? And then you're like, hey, this is my deal, this is who I am. And then they're like, cool. And they either say yes, or sometimes they say no. I don't know.
And you get your dad to put a tape together.
Right.
Tape.
Right, Brian?
Tape.
Yeah.
Tape. Yeah, tape.
I mean,
and then you go in,
crusty.
And then you get emails sent to you from your agent, who then gives you job opportunities. And sometimes you get them, and sometimes you don't.
But if you're Brynna, you always get it.
Yeah,
100%.
100%. Also, take as many acting classes as you can, and scene study and improv classes, because they all go into your bag of tricks. It's certainly not walking up to a mic and going, I can do voices, because when I meet people like, oh, I really want to do voiceover, I'm like, I'm sorry. It's not about having a cuckoo voice. It's about bringing them to life with acting. And so if you've never had any acting experience, I would highly recommend. Even today, I love taking acting classes and just getting better at the craft. It is a craft at 100%. Sorry, I just really wanted to laugh.
Although I want everyone out there to send your fan letters to DHX and Hasbro demanding more Babs Seed, okay?
Yeah.
Tell your mother about it.
Next question.
Oh, there they are.
Hi there. My name is
Hello, we know you. You're the familiar.
This lady's been a writer of all of your favorite shows. Something a little thing called Ben 10.
What?
Don't be such a dweeb.
Anyway, she's famous.
Yay. Well, actually, thank you, Tara. I have a question for Andrea, actually, because the fans have told me that you have a favorite song, and we've never met before. Hi. Hi. But I keep hearing that you have a favorite MLP song that you got to sing, and I think I might have written it. Thank you for saying that. So that's
Can you give me a hint?
It may have to do with finding a pet. I don't know.
I
love
that song. I love that song too, but I can't remember any of the words.
Nor can I.
It was a long time ago, but they were awesome words. They were awesome. I do love that one. I just love the feeling of it, and I loved the dynamics between Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash, and it was awesome.
And you
Thank
gotta love
you for
Sondheim,
writing.
so anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
totally.
That's all.
That was Charlotte Fullerton, everybody. Give it up for Charlotte. Oh, and Charlotte, did you guys like Power Ponies? Did you like that one? Yeah, she wrote that.
Woo! Woo! Power Ponies, yay!
Next question, please.
Greetings, all you wonderful people. Anyways, this is a question for all of you, and I know how Ian's gonna react to this question already. Anyways, the question is there a line in MLP, or if there isn't a line in MLP that you don't agree with, is there a line in MLP that you saw this line and you said to yourself, I don't like this line, like it's out of character, or is anything like that?
I think that comes up, but whatever's written, we pretty much have to say and do. And sometimes I think there might be pockets where we feel, I don't know if the character would say that or my character would say that. So we might bring that up, and they might say, yeah, no, instead of this, just change it to that. But usually what's written is in stone, and we just make it work.
And usually it's good.
Yeah,
it really
it's
is.
99% of the time great.
Thank
I
you.
just usually ask them to make it shorter because they're really wordy sometimes. Like it's like a paragraph this long to just say we're going outside. Do you guys do that? Like now it's time to go outside because outside isn't inside, and if we're all outside, then we won't be inside anymore. Can we just say we're going outside? Like let's just say this whole big spiel. We have 80 lines in this episode. Let's go, people.
Not really.
For the most part, the writers have it really nailed, and so we don't have to. If a character is, if you think, oh, it's kind of out of character, but really, it's often just pushing the character's boundaries a little bit, and it ends up working out in the end to be like part of the character's growth through that episode sometimes.
Dangerous question from the moderator. Who's your favorite writer on the show?
Charlotte.
That's a question for the writers.
Yeah.
All of them.
Ah, come on.
They're all amazing.
All right, next question, please.
Whoever wrote Leap of Faith.
Was that Josh?
Yeah.
This is for all the girls. If you were to be one of the main six, which one do you think most fits your personality?
I'm sorry, I missed half that question. What?
In real life, if you were one of the main six.
Why is that question only for the girls?
Yeah.
Come on now. I have a favorite too.
Oh, geez. I feel like everyone kind of has a part of all the main six in them.
I agree.
Like, there's got to be that book series that you love and you won't detach yourself from. There's also got to be that sport that you really like, too. Or the favorite dessert or, like, favorite animal or anything, because they're very relatable. I would say all of them. Yeah.
Me too.
I took an online internet quiz once. Which pony are you most like? Yes. And I got Applejack.
Yeah.
But it was like, the questions were, do you like apples? And do you like dogs? So.
Awesome.
I need to take
that quiz. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
I think I'm probably the most like Fluttershy. I'm pretty shy, so I think so. I'm not quite as like,
Rainbow
crazy, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we can't
mellow.
fly either or do magic, so I'm not sure if that applies.
I
but-
can.
Oh,
You can.
right. Marÿke can. Yeah.
I don't know, maybe Twilight for me. I don't know.
Like reading.
Who would you be?
Probably Fluttershy, the one who goes like
The one I'm dressed as.
You look great, by the way.
That's a really good costume.
I think we have a little bit of all of them depending on our mood,
Yeah,
depending
like
on the
Claire
day,
said.
Yeah.
depending on lots of things. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I think all those characters are really well written. So we can relate to all of them. That's why the show's so successful.
Ian would be rarity. We know how fashionable Ian Corlett is.
That is true.
That's very true. Scarves.
Yeah, that's
A lot of
true.
scarves involved. Diamonds.
Thank
Sequins.
you.
Curling
Thanks for your
hair.
question.
Next question.
Thank you.
Actually, unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. And I was just informed that we've actually gone a bit overtime because, we're having too much fun.
Uh-oh.
One last girl.
Question.
Okay, no, we can do one last one. Absolutely, one last.
Sorry, dude with a cap. But look.
You can try to find us and ask us in person.
Pinkie Pie, and I appreciate Pinkie Pie. She's so funny and jumping up down, so much like me, and and my name is Alice. So,
And your name is what?
The wiener dog. Papa said he saw a picture of a wiener dog.
A wiener dog? You saw a picture of a wiener dog that I posted?
Yes.
That's my mom's wiener dog. Her name is Mia.
Aww.
Did you say your name is Alice?
Yeah.
Okie dokie dokie, Alice. Thanks for your awesome question.
All right, everybody, so let's give it up for Cathy Weseluck, Brynna Drummond, Brynna Drummond, and Andrea Libman, Marÿke Hendrikse, Claire Corlett, Ian Corlett, Rebecca Shoichet, Peter New. Ian, are you over there?
She caught me already.
And Tara Strong. Did I miss anyone? Thanks, guys. I said you.
Thanks for coming, you guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.